Answer. Anthony Joshua is Olympic champion. First. Jack Paul, it's sportsman, YouTuber, showman. Rolls Royce, Fiat.
Well, we're hearing reports he's out there training with Usyk and the team, trying to pick up something, trying to rediscover something.
That's very strange, Paul, isn't it?
It is, but it's not on air. It's still what it's like to be in there with a big, strong, world-class heavyweight before the day, because I don't want him to get hit with the first jab and it's a whole new sensation. So, and you never know. You know, I think there's some game plans that he could cause a bit of trouble.
Alexander Usyk has shared a surprising prediction about the upcoming fight between Anthony Joshua and Jake Paul. He explains that Joshua is an Olympic gold medalist with years of high-level experience, while Jake Paul is still known mostly as an entertainer and internet star. Usyk compares the matchup to a luxury Rolls-Royce going up against a small Fiat, a clear sign of how different he believes their levels are.
Yeah, you're correct. If Anthony Joshua won, Anthony killed this guy. Listen, a lot of questions, blah blah blah. Only one my answer. Anthony Joshua is Olympic champion. First. Jack Paul, it's sportsman, YouTuber, showman. Rolls Royce, Fiat. Listen, it's true. Yeah, I'm not. Типа я не обзываюсь.
I have nothing better in mind.
Yeah. It's just true. It's business, more money. Only this.
So we need to pray for Jake Paul.
Yes. I will pray Jake Paul because I want fight with Jake Paul in octagon.
Yeah.
Do you think?
Usyk points out the huge gap in skill and experience between the two fighters. Even with this obvious mismatch, he says he will still pray for Jake Paul before the big fight. As the current heavyweight champion and a close friend of Joshua, Usyk speaks with strong confidence in AJ. He describes Joshua as a disciplined, highly skilled fighter who has been preparing seriously for this bout. Joshua's training camp has focused on sharpening both his offense and defense. His experienced coaches have pushed him through tough routines, helping him stay ready for any surprises Jake might bring. The camp includes classic boxing workouts, heavy conditioning, and smart sparring sessions designed specifically to counter Jake's style. This structured, detailed preparation shows how committed Joshua is to staying at his best. Experts believe that even if Joshua doesn't rely on full force, his technique and experience alone make him an extremely difficult opponent for anyone, especially someone as new to heavyweight boxing as Jake Paul.
Well, we're hearing reports he's out there training with Usyk and the team, trying to rediscover something.
That's very strange, Paul, isn't it?
It is, but it's not unheard of. I've heard of a lot of fighters doing that. You see fighters, obviously, it's the old Rocky movies years ago, but you see a fighter losing to someone, all of a sudden they go in the camp and they start saying and do little bits together and become friends or whatever else. I think it'll do Joshua no harm travelling, but as you say, he's a little bit long in the tooth and he's a bit on the back nine rather than the front nine, where that experience would really come into play. But I'm just looking at his record here. He obviously, after the Usyk fight, he'd come back and he had 3 fights and then the Ngannou demolition.
Well, yeah, Jermaine Franklin, he had Robert Helene, yes, he had Otto Wallin, and he smashed Nick Ngannou, which everyone went hallelujah for, right?
Yeah, but he's obviously not in like the boxrec rankings to see where he is. But the Dubois fight is a fight where what you've just said then, Spencer, like match him right. I felt he was matched right with Dubois. That's just my opinion.
Just
obviously, I was wrong on that and I was proved wrong, but I felt like Joshua would have and should have came through that, but he obviously didn't. So therefore, it's back to the drawing board. And where do you go from there? What do you do from there? Does he keep the same team around him? Does he go and find someone new and try and adapt and add to his repertoire already? And this move at Usyk, I don't know what it'll be, but if he's fighting before Christmas, then he needs to get in shape quick, because there's only 8 weeks to go, let's say.
Well, my understanding, he's in camp, he's in shape, and just looking to getting out and get back to winning ways is my understanding. That's why they're talking about 8 rounders. Yeah. He wants to sort of go under the radar a little bit, and it's difficult for someone like Anthony Joshua because he's such a commercial commodity.
He's always been in shape all the time, hasn't he? Yeah. He always will be in shape. He's never ever not been.
But it's not about his physical shape, is it? No one's ever questioned his physical state. Zach, when I was talking about Anthony Joshua, and I know that the president of his fan club is here in Spencer, but I talked about the PTSD issue post various fights, whether it be the Alexander Usyk or the Daniel Dubois situation. But prior to Daniel Dubois, I always maintained that I felt that despite the performance against Jermaine Franklin, despite the performance against Robert Helenius, which had been blasted out by Deontay